and welcome to another week of the Weekly Protocol here at Basement Protocol Productions. I'm Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and we're back to a normal Weekly Protocol. I hope you enjoyed our last 2 weeks where we had guest hosts of the panel for the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day. But today we're talking online dating. As someone who hasn't done online dating in nearly 5 years, I thought it'd be a good time for me to get two of our single people to talk about their experiences. On today's show, we'll have Cheever, the man who absolutely tries every single avenue you can on online dating, and Trish, who does one avenue and then just hopes to hell that it works out. This is the Weekly Protocol. I'm Chris, the Dace Man Dace. I hope you enjoy everything. Before we roll in, I want to make an announcement about the Dacetacular Gaming for a Cause 11, which will be happening April 25th to the 27th on a convention-style schedule. We will be kicking off festivities April 25th at 10 a.m., running to 2 a.m., back Saturday morning at 10 a.m., running to 2 a.m., and then Sunday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Each night we'll be giving away a grand prize. The first night we'll be giving away 4 Philadelphia Phillies tickets to the May 27th game against the Atlanta Braves in Section 200. 4 tickets for that game. On Saturday night around 8 o'clock, we'll be giving away a $200 gift card to Amazon.com. And then finally, our grand prize on Sunday, we'll be giving away a PlayStation 5 at 8 p.m. to end the event. More details to come about what will happen during the event. It'll be a new layout, whole new feel, and a schedule is now at basementprotocolproductions.com/DGC, and you can find all the information about Dacetacular Gaming Cause for 11 there. Donate today at the GoFundMe. We're trying GoFundMe. This way we don't have to cut into the profits that go to the organization, and we're playing for the Deffert Township High School Drama Department. That helps fund their fall play, their musical, equipment for the stage, the other things they do, such as their open mic nights, concerts, all things going towards that auditorium and things that happen within it. Most of us here at Basement Protocol Productions would not be doing what we do as a hobby, or even further on as taking back to the stage, doing stand-up, whatever we may do, without the Deffert Township High School Drama Program. And those that didn't participate that are in Basement Protocol obviously were influenced by those that did. So we're going to play for the Deffert Township High School Drama Program to help for equipment, rights, improvements, everything that goes to the drama club within that auditorium and what they put on. So this one's for you. This week on the Weekly Protocol, we're talking online dating again. Cheever, Trish will join me on the other side of all this stuff we have in the middle. See you then, and remember, basement dwellers, stick to the protocol. See you on the other side with Cheever and Trish with online dating for this week's protocol.
Are you a fan of the Philadelphia Phillies? Want to hear local takes from fellow fans?
Never a doubt, baby. Never a doubt. I knew they were going to be where they're at right now. I knew they're coming in. I'm pretty sure we did talk about how they were taking over the Braves this year.
Well, check out the Jersey Fanatics.
Yeah, if you're sort of fit, go into the center field and just talk to the security guard and see if he can pull you down.
Tyler, Eric, and the Dace Man break down all things Philadelphia Phillies from a South Jersey perspective.
I have a whole theory. I know I told you guys, but I think for every pitch tomorrow, we should just boo him. Every single pitch.
Available wherever you listen to your podcasts.
He's hosted multiple podcasts and shows over the past decade and unlocked his mind for us over the years. Now, he's looking to see why people put up with him. Join Chris, the Dace Man Dace, as he sits down and chats with those who have known him over the years in a new season of the Dacetacular Mind called The Dacetacular People. New episodes drop Fridays and are available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.
Welcome back to the panel. I hope you've missed me. It's been 2 weeks since I've hosted one of these. If not, you can go grab the other two guys. They'll come back and do it.
Anytime.
Right
you just say the word, I'll be here.
I'm talking about you like you're not here.
Okay.
Go with it, damn it. And speaking about talking about people like they're not here, we're talking online dating this week. And we're going to be talking to the two experts who are currently in the online dating pool. We've got Trish back.
It's debatable.
And for the first time with me as a panelist host, Cheever.
Let's go, guys. I'm excited. I got stories.
You went from not being on like 14 episodes to 3 in a row.
I'm in the pool. I'm like on the outside edge, kind of watching.
Well, okay, so let's start. How long have you been single?
5 years.
5 years? How long?
You want to quantify? You want to quantify what being in a relationship is in first?
Well, I remember our conversations from Valentine's Day, and
really regret.
how long have you been single?
Well, I was seeing someone about 2-3 months ago.
Okay.
But actual physical relationship or mental relationship, it's been a good stretch.
Okay. That's fair.
Easily over a
We
decade.
don't gotta put. We don't have to put a number to it.
Always put numbers to things.
Singular decade. So 1. Anyway, we're going to be talking about online dating and how much of a cesspool it is and how much of a bitch it is to do. Luckily, I'm not in it, and if you watched our, well, I might be. If you watched our Valentine's Day episode.
No, if Jess watched it.
So I am just definitely like, you swipe yes on me and you show up. You got me. But I'm going to talk to 2 people that actually have standards and actually try to build a relationship.
You're implying that I have standards.
I'm implying.
I have standards. That's why he's still single.
Well, I'm implying you guys put effort into other people, whereas like I am probably like if there's a luck thing that gets dispersed out to humans, mine has been all spent on humans dealing with me. It's autism. I get wired off as autism. I have autism. So we're going to talk about online dating. First and foremost, the apps. The only one I'm familiar with is Tinder. It's worked once for me, and I have not let go of her since then. She's hopefully still with me after the Valentine's Day episode. What apps you guys float to? We'll start with you.
I've had Tinder and Bumble and Hinge, and I've deleted everything except for Bumble. I don't know why I haven't deleted that either. I guess I just get bored and see what kind of dumb shit people try to say to me. Or, like, what dumb shit people are actually doing on there. There's also, like, Facebook dating, which I've gotten bored and tried that, and that's also really bad. Hinge was bad for a while. Like I said, I think I was saying this before at one point. I've seen the audacity that people on these apps fucking have. Like, I had a man on Hinge swipe up on a picture of me and my best friend and asked if she was single instead. And I replied, no, because she has a girlfriend and you don't. So, I wouldn't say that, like, just because their apps are there and the I'm on them, it doesn't mean that they're worth my time.
I made this joke on the last time we tried to record this, but
Yeah.
I would have swiped right on her friend too. And then I got smacked. There.
Okay, there we go. Full circle.
Yeah, I had to we did it before, but you know, also it doesn't help that the friend that he was asking about likes women. So
For now.
no, I think she's done with me.
Anyway,
I don't
so
blame
I've used Cupid, Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Match, Stir, Facebook dating.
Fuck is Stir?
You've named at least 2 that I had never heard
I
of.
didn't. I don't know what's Stir.
I've actually tried Tantan once.
What?
Is that an Asian market?
That is an Asian market.
So it's the Christian mingle of.
Surprisingly, never did Christian mingle. Crazy. I like crazy. Crazy's
Okay,
fun
but there's,
sometimes.
like,
Crazy lets you do things that other people won't let you do.
you dating crazy is sitting on the couch.
Play nice. Anyway,
So what
I play nice.
was the question better? Like, which one haven't you used yet?
That is, I think, is the better one.
Okay.
I have actually used an online dating matchmaker before.
I remember that experience. Just from
I think we've talked about it on the Dace Man show before.
Yeah.
And I've actually started using City Swoon, which is speed dating. I actually recently, we were talking about this in the group chat.
I didn't know it had an app and everything.
I always agree to do everything with you, but I don't.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about it recently. There's also other people I've been talking to recently. And I was just, so City Swoon was a thing. It's blind dating. You get like 8 to 9 minutes with a person, and you go to the next one, and you find out who liked you the next day. It's a great time. No, it's not, but it's a good time. It's a great time. It's ego humbling.
Gave Trump.
It's ego humbling when you go. At least one person has to like you out of the 8 people you saw, and you get no matches. It's really humbling to know that you're ugly.
It's not. Making this episode hard to post. Like, you can look back at your archives and see how I treated people at Thanksgiving and how I treated Frank on previous episodes. But so on online dating, what do you look for in profiles that makes you actually agree.
I'll let Trish go first because she's gonna die with my answer.
Well, I just need some time to reboot. Because I'm trying not to be mean about it. Fuck.
So again, I have no standards. It is swipe, 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 swipe.
Get that?
Okay.
I feel
That
like
drives me nuts too because that's annoying. Because I've experienced it and I realized it now because not just you, but I've heard other guys who do that where they just swipe right on everything and then they go through it later. And that's kind of like a really shitty thing to experience too because on the other end of that, because like there have been times where I've matched with somebody and then they immediately delete me, which pisses me off more because like why the fuck? Like that's like
That also assumes that I get the match back, which is 9 times out of 10 I don't get. It's humbling to know that I'm ugly.
Look, okay. If you want to keep calling yourself ugly, more power to you. But do you think maybe you have subconsciously have standards? I don't feel like your strike gets not like even the worst baseball player doesn't strike out every at bat. Like they get punked with a fucking ball and have to go to first. Like I gotta work with the metaphors. I'm good with it.
On a dating show, it's the perfect pun. I'm not sure if you realized it.
No,
okay, I'm just making sure.
Even you get walked because the pitcher's having a bad fucking day.
So to get the walk, you know what I do? I set my distance to max, and then you match with people from Philippines and China and Africa.
Want to agree?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
If you really need to ego boost yourself a little, that's all you got to do.
So as someone who is
You can't look me in the face. I love this.
and has standards, because I'm trying to be nice, like you asked me to.
I thought he was talking to me because I can't make eye contact with him.
Right. Anywho, like for me, first thing is if your picture is not just you, like if you have a group picture and all of your pictures are group pictures, that's a red flag. Well,
You're automatically the fat one. That's the consensus.
Wouldn't get that far, but that's fine.
No, it's the truth. Thank you, Mr. Camera Person. It's the truth.
I think for me, like I'll look at the first picture and then I judge off the first picture, and then from there I will go through the whole thing. Most people just see the first picture and then they go. I will actually look at stuff with like what they put in there. If somebody doesn't have a bio or no information about themselves, even if they look attractive, I swipe left. Because what the fuck am I supposed to talk to you about? Like especially on Bumble, girls have to make the first move. I fucking hate that.
Not anymore.
Awkward. They have the first or what, but not everybody does that.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm just correcting you.
But for the most part, girls are supposed to make the first move, and I don't know what to talk about if you don't give me anything to talk about. Like I need help. I'm a mess. I know that. So
it's weird to have the two ends of the spectrum here on the dating because it sounds like you gave the fuck up. And you're at the point of giving up, but for two different reasons.
As I say, I've just given up on giving a fuck. Like I'm done. Like if it happens, it happens. At this point, I've got books. Dogs are great, and my friends are really nice. So like I'm not fully alone.
But it's like he's hoping that there are more girls out there that just swipe right on everything.
Yeah.
And you're hoping there's less guys out there that swipe right on everything.
I just want more guys to feel like I want there to actually be substance from something. Like no one's actually looking for substance.
Do you
anymore.
think you can get that out of a dating app?
I have before, once or twice. The problem was the one time I did get it. I didn't particularly like the guy's approach. Like I felt like he came on too strong.
Mm-hmm.
He like put his tongue down my throat on the first date. Like it was.
I am participating. Like
I'm just saying, she's giving you like it's a good perspective for both sides.
We were talking. We went on a date. The date seemed good, but then he just started coming on too strong. Like he put his tongue down my throat on the first date. Not a fan of that. Like that's just too much. And then I've had other times where I was talking to a guy. We had a really great date, and then like it was weird because like something wasn't right on his end, in my opinion, because like we were able to get through 2 dates, but then by the second date, like he was still talking to me, but he never had any time to see me. So like I don't know, like because he would still have conversations with me, but then every time I was like, when did you want to hang out? Nothing. So then what are you like? Why are you still holding on? So eventually I was like, hey, I don't see the point in wasting each other's time no more because why are we talking if we can't see each other? It's been like a couple weeks. I was trying to give you credit, but it just seems like I don't know if maybe he was hiding something or maybe there was something else there and I didn't realize it because.
So in my experience with Tinder, which is really the only dating app I use, I was a swipe right on everyone. Okay. But to be fair, I also talk to everyone. if somebody messaged me after matching with me, I would hold a conversation with it.
Right, because
I am much better holding conversations without looking at people than.
right, but which is fine. That's not the problem. It's the people who swipe right just to get the match and then go through the matches later. That's shitty because that I'm not gonna lie, that takes a ding on your ego.
I don't delete matches.
Right. Well, guys would do that. They would.
May still have an account. I have no idea. I just deleted the app. I didn't delete the account.
Usually that'll delete your account.
Okay.
Well, it goes into hidden status.
Oh, okay. I'm not an expert
So,
on it. But
don't worry. That's why you're the panel. We're here to guide you.
that's fair. Well, hopefully I don't need to be guided back into.
Oh, we'll find out after the Valentine's Day episode.
There's also like secret red flags that people don't realize. Like one of the ones is if you've noticed there's a person on there who's constantly like on Bumble, it tells you if they're new here.
Mm-hmm.
I've encountered at least like 5 or 6 guys that constantly come up with my thing that I swear I've swiped right or left on, and they're new here all the time, but that means they're deleting and re-downloading their application.
So I actually learned something the other day.
Oh, God.
Can I finish my sentence?
No.
Okay.
I learned something the other day. So apparently, that's someone that hasn't gotten, like, they matched with someone, they had a date with someone, like 1 or 2 small dates, they delete the app, and then the relationship that they were just in ends, and they have to re-download the app, and it pops back up as new, which is a huge red flag.
Because it's not just that. Sometimes it's guys downloading the app and deleting it because they're getting caught. I had one dude who definitely has a girlfriend. Like, you can just tell by the way he acts, the way he keeps deleting it. These things you're posting, like, if you're, like, constantly new on that app for, like, years straight, that means you're deleting it and re-downloading it for some reason, and that's a red fucking flag. On top of that, if your pictures can be a red flag, especially if it's all the same picture, just, like, it's literally the same thing. Just do something different. It's not that hard. Or, like, if they're you can tell when they're purposely trying to hide things. Like, there is very obvious times when people are trying to hide pictures, guys and girls.
When it comes to online dating, I'll start with you on the Cheever.
Okay. I promise to behave.
It's not to be.
I solemnly swear that I will be up to no good.
The question is loaded.
Just
What does it take for you to agree to meet up with somebody?
Okay. Wow.
It probably should have started.
No. Like I will take this one seriously. So the few times that I have matched with someone and had experiences with, normally it's 1 to 2 weeks worth of talking on the app first.
You do have standards.
I do have standards. I just don't publicly talk about it. It's fun to take the low shots on myself.
Did you ever let anyone know what your standards are?
If no one knows your standards are always high.
I don't know, but I would say a week, maybe not 2, unless it was like you just couldn't meet up before then.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes 2 is pushing it because a lot of people nowadays, another red flag that I find is the guys who are like, I don't need a pen pal. Okay, but I need to get to know you a little bit before I'm going to go out with you by myself. You're a complete stranger that I've never met before. And as a woman, it's a little bit scarier than it is for men. So like, I need a little bit more information from you and to kind of get a vibe from you to know if I'm willing to go somewhere, whether it's public or not, with you alone. Because it's not like I can just run away, like, for the most part.
So
like,
it's kind of give or take based on the person.
yeah, absolutely. Like, there are some people where I click with them right away. And, like, some people's style is to just be like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Like, and I get that. Not everyone wants a little bit, like...
Admittedly, when I was Tindering, they would have to ask when you want to hang out. And if they never asked the question, I never hung out. I'll keep talking to them.
See, my problem is, like, I'm too nervous to be, like, shot down. So, like, I never ask, like, okay, when do you want to go out? Like, I wait for the guys to do it. I'm too worried about, like, doing it too soon. Because, like, I don't know how guys feel about it because I feel like guys are more laid back with that, in my opinion. And I'd rather them come at their pace than mine because either way, like, I'm willing to... I make friends easily. So I don't care when we hang out. Like, if we're just talking for a day or 2 or not, like, if you want to hang out then let's go. Like, I'm fine with that. So.
For me, it's either I'm too airy, anxious, or mixture of the both. It's just like, okay, we matched, great, go. Like, you saw my profile, you read my stuff, you make the first move. Like, I get either too scared to make the first move or all this other stuff, and it's just like,
It's hard too because I feel like I get over the awkward easier in person. Because I'm there in front of them with them, so I have to get past it.
For a guy, it's serial killer vibes to go, hey, I know we just matched and haven't had a single conversation yet, but let's go out to meet for lunch.
What does your skin
See, like, I wouldn't do that. But
do you have the lotion? What's your skincare routine?
I talked to them throughout the day, and they were like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Like, if it just happened, like, I had a guy try that once, and I was going to be like, all right, some people, maybe they're just, like, they don't plan, they just do.
I made the mistake once of doing.
Oh, it was going to be a mistake. Don't you worry. So what happened was we were talking like a day or two. We found out we had a lot in common, especially musically, and that's a big thing for me, obviously. So he messaged me early in the day on like a Friday. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not sure. Like, I'd probably be down to meet up in the city." And then he just stopped answering for a few hours. So I just let it go. I gave up. I was like, all right, I'm not meeting you anywhere tonight. I put on my pajamas and went to a friend's house and watched the draft. Well, he messaged me a few hours later saying that he fell asleep. Okay, no big deal. You don't owe me anything. We've talked for a few days. So we were talking again the next day about Twitter, and he was like, oh, I have a Twitter, and sends me his Twitter. He outed himself.
He's railing a bunch of girls.
He went out on a date with another girl instead. I guess, I don't know, she answered quicker or something. So I messaged him back. I was like, you do realize you just dimed yourself out, right? And he's like, yeah. He's like, so is there any coming back from this? And I said, I'm going to be really honest with you, no. I said, you didn't owe me shit. You didn't have to lie to me. You could have just said you made other plans. And I would have been like, great, let's find another day. And then he was like, well, no, I think I can come back from this. I'm like, you just asked me my opinion after lying to me. And then you're telling me I'm wrong? Absolutely not. He's like, well, I'm not going to beg. I said, dude, I'm telling you I'm not interested. And then he goes, all right, I guess I have to beg. I'm like, goodbye. And I had to block him.
Hey, give me an answer so I can completely ignore it.
Right. Like, what are you
Let me gaslight you for a second here, buddy.
Literally. It's like, you lied to me. And then you were talking shit about the girl on Twitter. He was complaining that she was late.
So,
like, what?
I'm trying. So I'm very as you guys are talking about your experiences. I'm trying.
I got a whole bunch more.
Oh no, I'm well aware.
I got a couple more.
I'm just trying to think of like as a dater myself. And if you watch the Valentine's Day episode, I'm bad. But I also come across it. Everyone I've dated, I met through an online presence and just went for the date.
Yeah.
Like it's not. There's a lot of people within our friend group that have met their significant other through a friend group, or just like a daily occurrence where you see that person so many fucking times.
Yeah.
You end up them. There's a couple that do meet somebody that went out in public, found somebody, and I would think that like when it came to the girlfriends in my adult life, I'm not going to count the first one I had, which was high school, but all three of them nobody knew until I introduced them.
Yeah, I've had that.
So,
I mean, that was the same for me.
Yeah.
The few that I have had, I mean, they were all outside sources.
Well, which is kind of the experience you guys are talking about right now, is like you're not, do you find, I guess the question is it easier to date strangers or build a bond with somebody you know that could evolve into something better?
I think that's like that case by case, because there was someone that I was friends with. I'm still friends with to this day, even though we dated and broke up, but we knew each other for about 5 or 6 years before he was like, hey, I think I have feelings for you. And I was like, have you had feelings for me this whole time? Because if so, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But it was more of just a, hey, I didn't realize like that they turned into something after the fact. It wasn't that the whole time. So like that one was a little awkward because like we didn't want to lose the friendship we had. Mm-hmm. And it was weird for a while. We hit points where we weren't talking and we were barely speaking, but we found a way to get back around that. And he's still one of my closest friends to this day. But that one was a little bit harder because there was more than just us involved at that point. Mm-hmm. Whereas like the other two people that I've dated, I unfortunately never date somebody you work with. Just trust me. Don't do it.
As a wandering trader,
yes.
You have this core group of BPP that I would say has probably been your longest group.
Yeah, because I was
longest
I have a lot of
core group
that sticks together consistently. Because you do have
that has stuck together. Yes.
Yeah, because I was like, because I even like I'm like that too. I have a bunch of different little
small pockets.
Yeah.
Do you find it easier that like strangers? Because I mean,
it's kind of have to, because with our groups, like it's not like we get a lot of new people very often.
I honestly like
not anymore. At least.
Not anymore. I liked one of my favorite relationships was someone that was in a core group that I was in. Mm-hmm. It was the greatest summer of my life. It's honestly one of the relationships that I understand why it's not even the what if. It was if it was a different circumstance, mm-hmm. It would have definitely been something really awesome. But then there's you don't have to worry about the awkward stage. You don't have to worry. It's like we already click, And I remember it was her.
I still think that's circumstantial because I still had the awkward stage even when I knew them.
Nah, because for me it was the way we started things off. It was she was turning 21, and she was having this nice little party at her place, and she knew I had a crush on her. Her friends like kind of were like pushing us together, and so then at the end of the party, like I helped clean up. We kind of lingered. We were at the back porch, and then she was like, "Fuck you, Cheever," and she just kissed. She like. Because again, I'm a little absent-minded, a little anxious, a little
just
both.
one detail I need to know about the story.
Yes.
Did she call you Cheever?
No.
Damn it.
No.
I'm like, okay, because then I feel like I knew the person.
No, I wish. Really cool person. And then there was someone that I dated online, and I thought you were going to go the route of, but we'll save for your other panels, but your other questions. If you have other questions. So, first dates. What do you do on your first date when you meet someone online?
I feel like there could be a protocol in and of itself. Because right now, it's really just how do you navigate to even get to the point of dating.
That could dating.
Yeah.
That's a whole other thing on its own because then you've got more than one,
But
like things like
the
that.
whole point, though, that first date, though, is what sets the expectation of do you stop the online dating or do you still continue down that route?
Not necessarily, because sometimes you can enjoy the first date, but you're not sure how you feel. Like I went on a first date with a guy and I liked it, but I still was kind of, all right, I'm not sure if this is something that I'm going to stick with, but I'm going to see where it goes. But I didn't exactly stop from there. Like it was one date. And I was like, okay, he's really nice. He got a little cheesy at some points, but is that something worth looking after? And so I didn't stop until we had our second date. But then again, that's when he disappeared. Like he started like just shutting down after that.
As a pragmatic individual, I don't like to juggle multiple people.
I won't do that. No. Right.
Well, like the moment I go on the date, I'm not talking to anyone else.
Yeah.
Until that runs its course, and then I'll do the next.
It keeps things easier when you don't have multiple goals. That's my point.
Got a lot of shit going on. I don't need to.
No, like I can't even deal with one person, let alone multiple.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
All right, so I feel like that does it for us on the online dating. We will definitely revisit this topic over the course of the show on first dates, last dates, what happens when you get dumped for a Valentine's Day episode. Let's go around and see what everybody's going on. Trish, what you got going on? Cheever.
Well, I am not taking nitrous oxide laughing gas. I am playing Minecraft Monday with the boys at 8 p.m. on Twitch under the Basement Protocol Productions channel. You can also catch me under my own Twitch account, Cheever212. And I like to do fun things and stream sometimes by myself without the group.
There's a lot of hostility in your plugs because of what I did to you last week.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine. I still love you, buddy.
No, it's fine. That's cool. Basement Protocol Productions. Oh, wait. Just check below. You guys are used to it now. No, I'm just kidding. Basement Protocol Productions.com. So I get really smart. BasementProtocolProductions.com. Facebook.com/Basement Protocol Productions for all the things we're talking about. At this point, I probably should have plugged something in the last episodes that I haven't done because now it's over. I'll find somewhere to shoehorn that in. Anyway, Dacetacular Gaming for a Cause at this point is probably 2 months away at the dropping of this episode, or less than 2 months away. So if you haven't donated already, because you should start getting your tax returns back, what the fuck are you waiting for? BasementProtocolProductions.com/DGC11. It's a do or die year.
Listen,
we brought it back. If you don't help me out this year, I'm not going to do it again. It's a lot of fucking work to go.
Just chill on the tax stuff.
Oh, no. We're well into the tax season at this point. You have your W-2s. It's mid-February. File. Why haven't you filed?
Don't talk.
File.
No, shut up.
File and get it in.
Shut up.
We've extended the Camathon to the end of April to make sure you made it past tax day this time. Fucking donate. Goes to a good cause. If you like our content, none of us would be here without programs like what we're donating to, which is the Deptford Township High School Drama Department.
Our viewers like you.
Not a drama kid.
Yeah, but you got drugged in by one, so you're fucking drama adjacent. Okay. So anyway, Dacetacular Gaming Time, April 25th, kicking off at 10 a.m., running to 2 a.m. to Saturday at 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. and then Sunday 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
PM or AM?
Don't fuck with me. We're giving away a PlayStation 5 as well as 4 tickets to the Phillies versus the Braves at the end of May in the Section 200 Those seats are all together. I believe it's a Tuesday night game. I'll have to double check. Well, the website has the information. You should already be there, and you should be like, Dace, I already know the information because I donated and I'm waiting for my ticket. No, they didn't donate. Because if the total is still 0 at the area to this episode, I'm going to be fucked. It's going to happen. Like you said, twitch.tv/Basement Protocol for all the streams we've been doing. We should have been streaming a lot unless we burned out. And then, check us out. Anyway, that's going to do it for us this week on the Weekly Protocol. Who knows what the protocol is going to be next week, but remember, Basement Dwellers, stick to the protocol. We out.
Stay frosty.